If you walked into an American dealership 5 years ago and claimed Chinese manufacturers would build a street-legal Dakar rally bike or out-engineer Kawasaki, they would laugh. But the era of cheap clones is dead. Chinese brands are executing the exact playbook Japan used to crush the British industry. They are innovating and establishing massive technological moats. Today, we analyze 14 Chinese motorcycles legitimately disrupting the American market. Wait until you see the heavyweight KTM killer at number 1. Let's begin. Number 14, the CFMoto Papio. We start this countdown with the mini bike segment, a highly lucrative market historically dominated by the Honda Gram and the Kawasaki Z125. CFMoto recognized that the primary demographic for these motorcycles is young, budget-constrained urban riders. Their calculated response was the CFMoto Papio. The specifications reveal a direct, unforgiving attack on Honda. The Papio features a 126cc air-cooled, fuel-injected single-cylinder engine producing 9.4 horsepower and 6.1 pound-feet of torque. While older Honda Grams utilized a limiting 4-speed gearbox, CFMoto introduced the Papio with a 6-speed transmission, right out of the gate, providing superior top-end cruising capability for city beltways. It weighs a feather-light 251 pounds. But the true weapon is the psychological pricing. The Papio carries a manufacturer-suggested retail price of $2,999. When a young rider walks into a dealership, the difference between a $3,000 Papio and a $3,600 Honda Gram is not just a rounding error. It is the exact cost of insurance and riding gear for an entire year. CFMoto captured the youth market by simply offering more mechanical features at a lower financial threshold. Furthermore, CFMoto now shares a massive dealership distribution network with KTM in the United States, meaning parts and service are readily available. If you think the Papio is a brilliant budget play, wait until you see the machine at number 13. It brings European trellis frame engineering to the entry-level Street Fighter class. Keep watching. Number 13, the QJMotor SRK 400. QJMotor is not a scrappy startup. They are a massive industrial juggernaut and the parent company of the historic Italian brand Benelli. When QJMotor entered the United States market under their own name, they targeted the highly contested naked 400cc class, aiming squarely at the Kawasaki Z400 and the Yamaha MT-03. The SRK 400 utilizes a 400cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. It produces a highly competitive 41 horsepower and 27 pound-feet of torque. It transfers power through a 6-speed gearbox and weighs 414 pounds. What makes the SRK 400 genuinely disruptive is the component sourcing and structural design. Chinese manufacturers have realized that Western buyers remain skeptical of proprietary brakes and suspension. To bypass this trust barrier, QJMotor outsourced and over-engineered. The SRK 400 features aggressive pedal-style brake rotors, a rigid steel trellis frame, and suspension geometry that perfectly mimics premium European naked bikes. Priced around $4,799, it undercuts the Japanese establishment by nearly $1,000, forcing budget-conscious riders to seriously evaluate their brand loyalty. The SRK conquers the urban streets, but the machine at number 12 completely bypasses the traditional dealership model to deliver a fully loaded adventure bike directly to your garage. Do not blink. Number 12, the CSC RX3 Adventure. One of the greatest barriers to Chinese motorcycle adoption in the United States is the fear of non-existent dealer support and impossible to find replacement parts. California Scooter Company, CSC, identified this vulnerability and completely bypassed the traditional dealership model. They import motorcycles manufactured by the Chinese titan Zhongshan, inspect them at their California headquarters, and ship them fully assembled directly to the buyer's driveway. The RX3 Adventure is their gateway 8V machine. It features a 250cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine producing 24 horsepower. It weighs 385 pounds. The absolute genius of the RX3 is its standard equipment. If you purchase a Kawasaki Versys X300, you must spend thousands of dollars in the aftermarket to add luggage and protection. The $3,495 CSC RX3 comes standard with molded hard panniers, a top case, engine crash bars, and a tall touring windscreen. Furthermore, CSC provides exhaustive step-by-step photographic service manuals online, and maintains a massive domestic parts inventory in California. They solve the throwaway stigma by empowering the owner to maintain the machine themselves. CSC masters direct-to-consumer adventure. But what if a new rider wants an authentic V-twin cruiser without the vibration of a single-cylinder engine? Number 11 destroys the Honda Rebel's dominance. Number 11, the QJMotor SRV 300. The beginner cruiser market has been effectively monopolized by the Honda Rebel 300. However, the Rebel utilizes a vibrating, uninspiring single-cylinder engine that completely lacks the traditional cruiser aesthetic and sound. QJMotor noticed this glaring product gap and launched the SRV 300. The specifications define a completely different approach to the entry-level cruiser. The SRV 300 features a 296cc liquid-cooled V-twin engine. It produces 30 horsepower and 19 pound-feet of torque. It transfers power via a smooth, low-maintenance shaft drive rather than a messy chain. It weighs a manageable 360 pounds. By providing a legitimate V-twin engine for under $5,000, QJMotor delivers the authentic cruiser cadence, exhaust note, and aesthetic that young riders desperately want. They successfully undercut the mechanical compromises of the Japanese entry-level cruisers, proving that Chinese manufacturers are paying close attention to Western consumer desires and delivering exactly what the market demands. Are you starting to see the aggressive pricing strategy here? Tell me in the comments if you would consider a $3,000 Chinese commuter over a $5,000 Japanese equivalent. And if you demand honest, analytical motorcycle reviews, hit that subscribe button right now. Let us move into the middleweight takeover, where the engineering stops being about budget and starts focusing on pure performance. Number 10, the Benelli TRK 502X. Many American riders do not realize that Benelli, a historic Italian marque, has been entirely owned by the Chinese conglomerate Zhenjiang QJMotor since 2005. The Benelli TRK 502X is designed in Pesaro, Italy, but manufactured in Wenling, China. This synergy of European design and Chinese manufacturing scale resulted in a motorcycle that became the absolute best-selling motorcycle in Italy for several consecutive years, completely outselling the BMW R1200 GS in that specific market. The tech specs highlight robust touring capability. It features a 500cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine, producing 47 horsepower and 34 pound-feet of torque. It weighs a substantial 469 pounds dry. The massive fuel tank holds 5.3 gallons, offering a transcontinental highway range. The TRK 502X competes directly with the Honda NX 500. However, the Benelli looks and feels like a massive 1,200cc adventure bike. It provides young riders with the road presence and wind protection of a flagship BMW at a fraction of the cost. Priced at roughly $6,399, it offers wire-spoked wheels, a high-mount exhaust, and standard crash protection. It proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that Chinese manufacturing could sustain the rigors of the demanding European touring market. The Benelli conquers the touring market through sheer road presence. But if you desire urban retro styling with advanced electronic throttle control, the machine at number 9 partners with KTM's legendary design house to steal your attention. Number 9, the CFMoto 700 CLX. To capture the modern retro market, a motorcycle must possess an aesthetic that resonates with urban riders. Yamaha succeeded with the XSR 700, but CFMoto refused to let them own the segment. CFMoto partnered with Kiska Design, a prestigious Austrian firm responsible for designing KTM's entire modern lineup. The resulting CFMoto 700 CLX is a visual and mechanical masterclass. The specifications reveal serious performance. It features a 693cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine, producing 74 horsepower and 50 pound-feet of torque. It weighs 432 pounds fully fueled. The technological moat here is the standard equipment. If you purchase a Yamaha XSR 700, you receive basic, non-adjustable suspension and a primitive cable-actuated throttle. The CFMoto 700 CLX features a ride-by-wire electronic throttle, standard electronic cruise control, self-canceling turn signals, and fully adjustable KYB suspension on the front and rear. Priced at $6,899, it offers premium electronic rider aids that the Japanese manufacturers restrict to their $10,000 flagship models. CFMoto is actively forcing the industry to democratize technology. Cruisers and retro bikes are impressive, but the ultimate test of engineering is the entry-level sport bike segment. The machine at number 8 literally assassinated the Kawasaki Ninja 400. Prepare yourself. Number 8, the CFMoto 450 SS. For years, the Kawasaki Ninja 400 was the undisputed king of the entry-level sport bike class. It was the default recommendation for every new rider. CFMoto analyzed the Ninja, identified its weak points, and engineered the 450 SS to systematically assassinate it. The engine architecture is the catalyst. Rather than using a standard 180-degree parallel twin like Kawasaki or Yamaha, CFMoto utilized a 450cc liquid-cooled parallel twin with a 270-degree crankshaft. This uneven firing order gives the 450 SS the aggressive, throaty exhaust note and traction-finding torque pulse of a V-twin. It produces 50 horsepower and 28.8 pound-feet of torque. It weighs just 370 pounds wet. The component list is like a premium European superbike. It features aerodynamic winglets integrated into the front fairing, a full-color TFT display with Bluetooth smartphone integration, and a premium Brembo M4.32 radial mount front brake caliper. Priced at $5,699, it completely outclasses the suspension, braking, and acoustic character of the Japanese competition. It is arguably the most disruptive sub-500cc sport bike on the market today. The fully fared sport bike dominates the track, but urban commuters demand stripped-down street fighters. The motorcycle at number 7 removes the plastic and lowers the price even further without sacrificing a single horsepower. Number 7. The CFMoto 450 NK. Taking the exact same brilliant powertrain from the SS model, CFMoto stripped away the aerodynamic fairings to create the 450 NK. The naked bike segment demands aggressive styling and urban agility, and this motorcycle delivers both while targeting the Yamaha MT-03 and the Kawasaki Z500. The 450 NK retains the 50 horsepower, 270-degree crank engine, but features revised ergonomics. The upright tubular handlebars provide excellent leverage for low-speed city maneuvering. It features a J1 front brake caliper, which is a subsidiary of Brembo, ensuring excellent stopping power. Priced at $5,399, the NK presents a terrifying reality for Yamaha and Kawasaki. A young rider no longer has to settle for a budget-feeling, high-pitched parallel twin. They can purchase a motorcycle that sounds and accelerates like a premium middleweight machine for the price of an entry-level commuter. The fit and finish, from the switchgear to the TFT dashboard, feels entirely out of place for a motorcycle at this extremely low price point. The off-road segment is historically the hardest market to penetrate due to intense brand loyalty and the absolute necessity of mechanical durability. If a Chinese manufacturer's Dakar rally finishes change your mind about their reliability, hit that like button right now. We analyze industry shifts like this to save you money. Let us look at the dirt machines that defy logic. Number 6, the Kove 450 Rally. If there is one motorcycle on this list that demands your absolute undivided attention, it is the Kove 450 Rally. For decades, adventure riders begged Honda and KTM to build a lightweight, street-legal, true rally raid replica. The Japanese and Austrians claimed the market was too small and the engineering too expensive. Enter Zhang Shui, the CEO of Kove. He is an ex-motocross racer who decided to build the exact bike the world was asking for. To prove his machine was not a fragile toy, Zhang Shui entered 3 Kove 450 rally motorcycles into the grueling 2023 Dakar Rally. All 3 motorcycles crossed the finish line. In the motorcycling world, a 100% finish rate for a brand new manufacturer at Dakar is practically unheard of. The tech specs read like a factory race bike. It features a 449cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine producing roughly 51 horsepower. But the packaging is the true marvel. It holds a staggering 8 gallons of fuel distributed across 3 separate tanks, 2 in the front and 1 in the rear, to keep the center of gravity impeccably low. It features 12 inches of ground clearance and fully adjustable suspension. It weighs an astonishing 320 pounds dry. And the ultimate paradigm shift It is 50 State Street legal in the United States. Priced at $9,299, it undercuts proper European rally builds by thousands of dollars while offering genuine Dakar-proven geometry. Kove did not copy an existing platform. They built a bespoke racing machine and bolted a license plate to it. The Kove Rally conquers the dunes. But what happens when Kove targets the massively popular middleweight adventure segment? The twin-cylinder machine at number 5 literally weighs less than a single-cylinder dual sport. It is an engineering miracle. Number 5, the Kove 800X Pro. Building on their Dakar success, Kove set their sights on the fiercely competitive middleweight adventure segment, currently dominated by the Yamaha Tenere 700 and the Aprilia Touareg 660. The Kove 800X Pro is a calculated exercise in extreme weight reduction and power maximization. The specifications are highly disruptive. It utilizes a 799cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine, producing a blistering 94 horsepower and 59 pound-feet of torque. But the metric that has the industry panicked is the weight. The Kove 800X Pro weighs an incredible 377 pounds dry. Let me put those numbers in perspective. It weighs significantly less than a Yamaha Tenere 700, yet it produces 20 more horsepower. The power-to-weight ratio alone makes it a formidable weapon on tight single-track trails. It features KYB fully adjustable suspension with nearly 9.5 inches of travel, magnesium alloy components to shave massive weight, and Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR tires. Priced at $11,299, the X Pro represents a serious threat to the established European and Japanese adventure hierarchy. Kove is proving that Chinese engineering can lead the industry in lightweight chassis design. Kove mastered the middleweight category, but what if you want a lightweight twin-cylinder adventure bike equipped with spoked wheels for under $7,000? CFMoto returns at number 4 to completely shatter the pricing matrix. Number 4, the CFMoto Ibex 450. The small displacement adventure market has traditionally been plagued by heavy, compromised machines. The Honda NX 500 uses cast wheels, making it vulnerable to cracked rims off-road. The Royal Enfield Himalayan is capable but incredibly heavy, utilizing tubed tires that make trailside puncture repairs an agonizing hours-long ordeal. CFMoto recognized this massive gap in the market and introduced the Ibex 450. The powertrain utilizes the acclaimed 449cc 270-degree parallel twin from the sport bike lineup, producing 44 horsepower tuned specifically for low-end torque. It weighs 426 pounds wet with a 4.6-gallon fuel tank. But the true technological moat is the wheel and suspension setup. At $6,499, the Ibex is the only adventure motorcycle under $10,000 offering tubeless, cross-spoked wheels straight from the factory. That is not just a marketing feature, it is a massive paradigm shift for off-road riders. If you catch a nail on a remote trail, you can plug a tubeless tire in 5 minutes and keep riding. It also features fully adjustable KYB suspension with 8 inches of travel and switchable Bosch rear ABS. Then the Ibex provides the full, uncompromising ADV experience at a price that defies the logic of the current market. We are entering the final heavyweight contenders. If you are shocked by the level of technology these brands are offering at these prices, drop a comment below and let me know which bike you want to test ride. And make sure to subscribe so you never miss another deep dive into the power sports industry. Let us reveal the final 3 titans. Number 3, the QJMotor SRT 800. As we move into the heavyweight touring class, the strategy shifts from raw disruption to strategic European partnerships. The QJMotor SRT 800 targets the lucrative middle-heavy touring segment, competing directly against stalwarts like the Suzuki V Strom 800 and the BMW F800 GS. The SRT 800 utilizes a 754 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin engine producing 75 horsepower and 49 pound-feet of torque. It weighs 560 pounds fueled, making it a 60 pounds fueled, making it a substantial planted highway machine capable of crossing state lines in absolute comfort. QJMotor's strategy here is premium component sourcing. To convince American buyers to trust a Chinese touring bike for long-distance travel, QJMotor equipped the motorcycle with name-brand hardware. It features a fully adjustable Marzocchi front fork, a brand renowned in Italian superbike circles. And the braking system utilizes Brembo radial-mounted calipers, and the electronic suite is governed by a Bosch EFI system. By wrapping a proprietary engine in premium European suspension and braking components, QJMotor provides immediate peace of mind to the consumer. Priced at $8,499, it offers a fully equipped Grand Touring experience for thousands, less than the Japanese equivalent. Sourcing European parts builds trust, but what happens when a Chinese company actually builds the engines for a premium Austrian brand and then sells their own version of that exact same motorcycle? The Trojan horse strategy at number 2 will blow your mind. Number 2, the CFMoto 800 NK. This is where the geopolitical and corporate lines blur, and the true threat to the established order is revealed. CFMoto does not just buy parts from European manufacturers, they are engaged in a massive, deeply integrated joint venture with KTM. CFMoto literally manufactures the LC8C parallel twin engine for KTM's global market at a state-of-the-art facility in Hangzhou. The CFMoto 800 NK takes full advantage of this intimate relationship. The 800 NK targets the hyper-naked segment, challenging the Suzuki GSX 8S, the Honda Hornet, and ironically, the KTM 790 Duke. It is powered by the exact same 799cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine found in the KTM, producing 100 horsepower and 59 pound-feet of torque. It weighs a highly agile 410 pounds wet. The 800 NK is essentially a KTM 790 Duke wearing a different aggressive corporate suit designed by Kiska. It features an incredibly sophisticated 8-inch iPad-style portrait TFT touchscreen dashboard with wireless Apple CarPlay functionality, fully adjustable KYB suspension, and an up-and-down quick-shifter. Priced at $8,499, it is a Trojan horse strategy. CFMoto uses the immense research and development of the Austrian powerhouse to sell a mechanically identical, feature-rich motorcycle for drastically less money than the KTM badge demands. If building a naked street fighter with Austrian DNA is impressive, wait until you see what they did to the premium touring segment. The final machine on our list comes standard with thousands of dollars in options that European brands force you to buy separately. Prepare for the ultimate flagship. Number 1, the CFMoto Ibex 800 Touring. We have reached the absolute summit. The flagship machine that proves the Chinese motorcycle industry is no longer playing catch-up. They are dictating the value proposition of the entire global market. The CFMoto Ibex 800 Touring takes the joint venture KTM LC8 C engine and wraps it in a transcontinental adventure chassis designed for absolute comfort and capability. The tech specs rival the most expensive European ADVs. The 799cc engine produces 94 horsepower and 57 pound-feet of torque. It weighs 509 pounds dry. The fuel tank holds 5 gallons, providing excellent range for remote exploration. The technological dominance lies in the standard equipment list. If you walk into a European dealership to buy a middleweight adventure bike, features like cornering ABS, an up-and-down quick shifter, heated grips, and a heated rider seat are often locked behind expensive tech packs or premium trim levels. The Ibex 800 Touring includes all of this as standard equipment directly from the factory. Furthermore, it comes with a standard center stand, standard fog lights, an adjustable windscreen, and a steering damper. To build a similarly equipped BMW or KTM, a rider would easily spend upwards of $16,000. The CFMoto Ibex 800 Touring carries a manufacturer-suggested retail price of $10,999. It completely shatters the pricing structure of the adventure segment, forcing consumers to ask themselves a very difficult question. Are you willing to pay a $5,000 premium simply for a European sticker on the gas tank? Click on the next video to continue the ride. And if this video challenged your perspective on the motorcycle industry, hit that subscribe button, click the like button, and drop a comment below telling me which of these machines you would actually park in your garage.